Mr. Tiffin?
Mr. Mattioli, we are today 3.5 years after the incident that brings us here today, correct?
Correct.
And since that time, you have had an opportunity to review all of the reports, all of the recordings, everything, correct?
That's right.
And you and your attorneys have gone over your testimony, correct?
Correct.
When you went to bed on April 19th, you were intoxicated, correct?
I was.
When you woke up in the morning of April 19th, you were still intoxicated, correct?
I was.
In fact, after you were removed from your kitchen, you told Officer Buzek, "I know I'm intoxicated," correct?
I did.
During your time with Investigator Dallin, you kept saying lawsuit, correct?
I did.
Why?
Well, like I said before, I truly thought that Joelle was okay, and I felt that I was being treated unfairly.
You as a police officer know that alcohol affects people's perceptions, correct?
That's true.
And you were intoxicated during this whole incident, correct?
I was.
The 911 call was just played for you, correct?
Yes.
And your attorney Hart asked you questions about what the 911 operator was saying, what Mr. Peters was saying, correct?
That's right.
There weren't many questions asked of you of what you were saying during that call, were there?
No.
In fact, in the call, you're the person who states, "Fuck you, motherfucker," correct?
That was me. Yes.
You are the person who states, "Fuck you, man," correct?
I believe so. Yes.
You are the person who states, "Just fucking lay down, motherfucker," correct?
Yes, that was me.
You are the person who states, "Fucking lay down, all right, you asshole, you fucking did this, okay?" Correct?
Yes.
You are the person who states, "You want to fucking blame this on me," correct?
Yes.
You are the person who states, "You want to blame this on everybody but you, okay, but you fucking did this," correct?
Right.
You are the person who states, "Yeah, motherfucker, you're a fucking asshole, you were my friend," correct?
Right.
And you are the person who ends the call with the statement, "You're an asshole," correct?
Yes, that was me.
Fair to say that you were extremely angry.
I was angry. Yes.
Is it your testimony that there was only minimal weight from your chest put on Mr. Acevedo?
I can't tell you exactly how much weight I put on him. I don't know. I know my knees and my elbows were on the ground, so it wasn't my entire body weight, but I don't know an exact amount.
So today in court, you've testified that you checked to see if Mr. Acevedo was okay in terms of his breathing, correct?
I did.
You didn't tell that to Investigator Dallin, did you, during that interview? That statement's not there.
I don't remember.
And yet, the first words out of your mouth when somebody asks you, "Is he breathing?" are, quote, "I don't know," period, end quote, correct?
I said, I don't know, handcuff this guy.
The first words were reference to, "Is he breathing?" "I don't know," correct?
Correct.
And then if we were to draft the sentence out, there's a second sentence, "handcuff this guy," which is not responsive to his question, "Is he breathing?" correct?
That's correct.
At that moment, you had no idea if he was breathing, did you?
I thought that he was. I thought that he was okay.
You didn't say that to the officer, did you?
No.
You said, "I don't know," correct?
I said, I don't know, handcuff him.
What were you trying to do? Were you trying to arrest him?
In a way, yes, I was trying to arrest him.
When you as a law enforcement officer arrest somebody, you're taking away their freedom of movement, correct?
Correct.
You, in a sense, have a responsibility to their safety, correct?
In a sense, yes.
In this situation, you're an intoxicated man who's angry, who's lying on top of a man and you couldn't give an answer, yes or no, whether or not he was breathing. You simply didn't know, did you? That is what you said at that moment, correct?
Well, let me just object. There are two different questions, whether that's what he said or that's what he knew.
Question is, that's what you said, correct? I don't know.
I said, I don't know, handcuff him.
I know you want to add that second sentence, but to the question, is he breathing? Your statement was, I don't know.
Objection asked and answered.
At this point, asked and answered. Let's move on, Mr. Tuffin.
How long did you hold him on the ground, he being Mr. Acevedo, before the police arrived?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. It didn't seem like very long, but I don't know.
Do you remember saying to Officer Buzak, you held him on the ground for quite a while before the police arrived?
I believe I heard that in a body camera.
You've also testified here today that Mr. Acevedo was refusing to leave, correct?
He was.
When you have the 911 call, though, the first words out of his mouth are, let me go, my score is not woke, I'm going home, correct?
I heard that at the 911 call, but I don't specifically remember that in the moment. He was yelling things, but I don't know what he was saying.
In the 911 call, he also states, quote, I swear I'll go home, I swear fucking. That is early on. What do you remember about that?
I don't remember him saying that in the moment. I heard it on the 911 tape.
What would have been preventing him from going home if he's saying, I'll go home?
I was holding him down until the police could arrive.
When you were working as a police officer, people are often put down on the ground, chest on the ground, because it's easier to get their arms behind their back so you can arrest them, correct?
Sometimes, yes.
You're trained, though, then to turn them over on their side to prevent something from happening, correct?
When they're handcuffed, is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't remember training like that way or doing it that way. I know when I've handcuffed people on the ground in the prone position, I've turned them on the side to help them stand up.